guys? It's LG1T Legit, and this is a SnD game on Meltdown. This is a MLG variant Scrim, or Gfinity, and I had someone actually comment on me saying Gfinity and Deserto, whatever it is. I sound ignorant saying Gfinity. That's what all Americans call it. I'm still going to call it Gfinity rules. Basically, Gfinity rules, no LMGs, no shotguns, no sentry guns, and that's pretty much it. There's a couple other things, I think, but those are the main things that really only affect me. But with this gameplay, first off, Danger was actually, he's on my team, one of my teammates. He actually has a broken controller in this, so he can't sprint at all. We're still scrimming, but after this game we actually stopped because it was kind of getting ridiculous, and you'll see in this game basically how bad it gets. Now onto the gameplay a little bit. You'll see me using Scorpion a lot. We call it the online warrior weapon or ping gun, just because it's so easy to use, or even if you have a bad connection, it's actually pretty easy to use. Pretty much spray and pray and just go at the other team. But on the contrary, SnD defense, you actually want to run kind of slow as a team, or if you know what they're going to do, kind of predict the other team, you can do that. But you do have to be careful on rushing on defense. It can be easy win or round loss if you rush too much on defense, when you can just sit back and pick off the other team pretty easy. But a little bit I want to talk about breakthrough strats or break off strats. Basically, who's going to do what, when, what they're running, AR, SMG, what tactical grenades, and all that kind of stuff. So that's basically what this commentary is going to be about. As you see here, I'm running SMG. It just depends on the map for me. I think this map, Meltdown, for my team, I think it's better for me to run an SMG. I used to be an OBJ player in basically all the other Call of Duties, so I know how to do it. It just, I think I feel like I can carry the team a little bit more in SnD when I do this. And hardpoint in CTF, I run M8. But I don't always run the Scorpion, but I feel like it's the best gun that I can use just to rush real fast. You'll see me pick up a lot of easy kills, and it all depends on the connection too. Most of this game is all 4-bar, so I could have used the MSMC pretty easily, but I still feel like for this map, Scorpion's pretty beast, as you see when I'm getting all these kills and that, and clutching situations that most people couldn't for the most part. And it's all about communication with your team, especially SnD. Like I was saying with the break-off strats, communicate with your team what you're doing at that point in time. I'm not saying talk all the time about stupid stuff. Talk about the game, what you're doing, and if you die or something, be in that party chat. It's legal now. It used to be illegal to be in party chat even though everyone did it. I think back in Modern Warfare 2 it got passed. I'm not sure about that. But you want to make sure you get that down and get those callouts down. That could actually be a series to me do a callout video a little bit. Like right there, that's engine, their engine, our engine, pretty easy stuff. Or even make your own callouts. It's not that difficult for your team if you haven't really been in the competitive that much. And if you haven't checked out Fariko TV, the link will be below. If I forget, it's just Fariko TV, their YouTube channel. They just posted my video. They edited it a little bit, which of course is going to happen because it is their channel. But make sure you go check that out. They posted one of my videos that I did on this channel, and give them a like and subscribe, of course. And that's FarikoGaming.com is where they come from. And that's, as you see on the top right, that watermark there. I'm also a part of Fariko Gaming. Like I said, this is like a smarter rush here. I'm being careful, but as I see that guy, I kind of rush him, juke him out, and get that jump shot in. And it's pretty... I love the Scorpion on some maps, and this is one of those maps I think it's one of the best guns to have. You can challenge a lot of stuff, especially if you got that scuff jump down. I basically just jump everything, and as I said, it just depends on that connection there. And in SnD, I do run, for the score streaks, as you notice, I run that RC car, Hellstorm, and Lightning Strike. Once you get past that RC car, you want to really just start playing for those streaks. If you're really close, sometimes it's good just to use them to get them off another one, or even throw out or pull out a trophy system class. You can get easy 50 to 100 points just from trophy systems throwing them out. And I was talking about everyone running different stuff on their classes. You kind of want to run, this really pertains to, I'd say, hardpoint more than any game type. Basically, we run as a team. I run trophy systems most of the time. It just depends on the map. Raid's a good map for that. I'll run trophy systems, throw them out for the team, especially on that first hill. And one run EMPs, another one stuns and nades and that kind of stuff. And it's just that like teamwork of the tactical grenades. It really pressures the other team. We don't get stun or naded. We EMP them right away. We get all their raiders off, and we can stun them possibly if they don't have trophies. So it's always good to run all those. If you really think about it, it's really smart to do that and really disable the other team right in the beginning of the game. Get that strength on your team, or that, how do I say it, that, it's not courage either, but basically just that mentality that you're going to win, and the other team's mental status just went out the window. They're already discouraged that they're basically EMP'd and they didn't stun anyone because of trophy systems and all that kind of stuff. Call of Duty is very, how do I say it, mental game too, especially like mid-game. My team has a lot of problems. If someone makes a stupid play in CTF, that's probably one of our, depends on the map, probably one of our weaker game types sometimes. Just depends on the day we're playing. Because if one person makes a stupid move, everyone will just start going after each other and cutting each other down. But it's kind of stupid at the same time, because one mistake, you learn from it, move on, and just don't make it again. That's how I look at it, but it still happens on my team. And as I said in the beginning here, Danger, he is, like, I just died in A just because Danger really couldn't sprint. He couldn't even get to the bomb, as you see here. Barely even can push that button, because it just doesn't work, and yeah, and the bomb goes off. Another topic I wanted to talk about is CoD Ghost. They're adding customization. That's a rumor. It's not 100%. But I've heard that on the internet. I think that's really cool. Add a little bit more in the game with the character. Rainbow Six did that a long ass time ago. But it's still very cool that you could add that stuff in and maybe customize your character a little bit more to make the game or your character resembling you a little bit more, other than just the emblem and that kind of stuff. I think I have 7 kills already. We'll talk about perks a little bit. I think I did this before. But I think it's really smart to always run Dead Silence in SnD. My teammate still, Finito, still wants to run that extreme conditioning and like tactical mass and or dexterity. I don't know what exactly he runs, but he doesn't run that Dead Silence. Yes, sometimes it helps beating the other team to the other side of like Express on B on the bottom side and that kind of stuff. But I think in the end, like getting there first really doesn't matter, because they can hear you for the rest of the whole round. I really don't agree with it. I really want to hear other people's thoughts about that, what you do. I think it's kind of important to have that Dead Silence. Everyone has headsets for the most part, or even like this game, it just depends on the game. Black Ops 2, you can really sound whore even without a headset. Just turn your TV up a little bit. I could hear it with my volume barely up, people walking, so it's really not that difficult. Just have to get that ear for it. We'll talk about checking corners a little bit. One thing a lot of people don't do, I've been watching streams. I like helping teams out and like coach a little bit, and a lot of people don't check corners at all. They just run like stupidly at where they're going without even checking corners at all. I think I check almost every corner. I get there in a timely manner, but in the end, like having a death and not getting your streaks could ruin a game. Like it's kind of stupid like that. I check corners, go everywhere, and I get the kill. Go behind the other team, and you can get pretty much easy kills off of it. Just being smart. One other thing, being really good, you have to really predict the other team. I said this a little bit before, a couple minutes ago. But even predicting a lot of good SMG players, or even AR players, you'll see Scumpy or Nate. I watch a lot of their videos just because I enjoy it as entertainment, or I'll listen to his video while I'm driving. Basically, you'll see them play and how they jump around corners, or even pre-fire, which is basically you start shooting without even seeing the guy before they actually even know they're there. Like they didn't even hear him or anything. It's just a thing. Like they shot someone, they'll turn around, then they'll start shooting already because they know someone's gonna rush them or something like that. And I think that's a really big component to competitive Call of Duty that a lot of people don't do. Um, I know I don't do it that much. I know where they're gonna spawn. I know they're gonna rush me. I just feel like I'm gonna die pretty easily if they already know where I'm at. Like there, I could have died just because I knew someone was gonna be there, but I didn't fire because I don't know if it's just SnD. You don't have to really do that. I'd say more hardpoint and CTF you could do that. But with SnD, you kind of have to be a little bit more sneaky. Giving that one spot away can really lose your team the round. You really don't want to do that. So I encourage it, but I discourage it just depending on the situation. And here's another good topic: when to challenge and when not to challenge. Um, a lot, as I said, I watch a lot of streams, watch teams and that. Even new teams, they'll challenge things I know they can't win, and they still do it. Even I know, like certain things I know I can't win, so I just back down. Backing down isn't a bad thing. Doesn't mean you're a bad player. Just in that situation, your gun that you are using isn't the greatest, or even like online connection-wise, you know your connection isn't the greatest to what the other players is. So sometimes it's just better to play smarter than even though you have better gun skill. Um, Simple little factors like connection and just being in the gun you're using. You don't want to challenge stupid things. Even if you have a few shots on them, um, you get to the point where you know you're going to win the gunfight and when you're not going to win, or there's a really big chance you're not going to win. You just have to be really careful, pick your gunfights. But if it's for like control of a map like Hardpoint or CTF, sometimes it's just good to challenge that. But like an SnD, it's sometimes just good to go for like flank or something like that instead of actually challenging the person when you know you're not going to win the fight or there's a big chance of you losing the fight. Your team will be very grateful for you just to stay alive at that point in time, unless it's like a crucial thing like a 1v1. Sometimes you just have to go for it. And I want to talk about Fariko a little bit. We have been scrimming a lot. If you didn't know, my team is Fariko Premier. That's a team, not a Gamertag. We're doing pretty good. We've been scrimming. We scrim almost every day or every other day. Just depends on my work schedule. I only work till 11 p.m. Eastern sometimes, but because I switched from thirds to seconds, so I could get a normal sleep schedule a little bit. Because I am in clinicals at nursing school, So, like working thirds, I'd work a night, then my sleep schedule totally screwed up. I come home at like 8 a.m., go to sleep, then the next morning I'll wake up around 5 in the afternoon, then the next morning I have to get up at like 6 in the morning for clinical. So my sleep schedule really didn't work out that well for third shift. So I just wanted to go to seconds and get that normal sleep schedule, get a little bit more sleep, and of course game something a little bit more and spend more time with my wife because we were never sleeping in our bed at the same time. It was really kind of stupid. I mean, we missed that bonding time. We usually talk a lot at night. She always tells me to get off the Xbox and come watch TV or something with her, and we just get that bonding time a little bit more when we can talk and talk about our days and that kind of stuff. Maybe she could do a commentary one of these days. She has no idea what she's talking about. She could talk about simple things. Maybe we could do a Q&A with her if you guys wanted to do that. That'd be pretty fun, I think. Just ask random questions. You can ask about girls, whatever. I think that would be pretty funny. She'd probably just look at me like I'm retarded, but she did play Call of Duty public matches decent amount. Her KD was like 0.8, but that's really not too bad for a girl and someone that's really never played first-person shooters ever. She really just played games on her phone, and that's about it. She did play old school stuff. We're both 22, so she does have that experience, I guess we call it, and a little bit of hand-eye coordination. She really got shooting down and everything. It was just moving around the map fluently. Like, you can tell when someone's not that great at a game, because like for us as gamers, as first-person shooter gamers, we kind of, it's like second nature. It's like learning to drive, and you have to like relearn it, I guess, for new people coming to play like a first-person shooter on a console. It's kind of like coming from PC to console. It's kind of just different how you move and that kind of stuff, or we'll say drive your character around. We'll talk about weapon choice a little bit too. Um, for SnD, I do like at least one of us running a sniper once in a while. Um, it is a good idea to get a couple of those kills. A lot of teams run an overkill sniper too. I think that's a good idea, but it just depends what perks you run and if you're going to get to the place first. I always run like cold-blooded and extreme conditioning, that kind of thing, so I know I'm going to beat the other team. But I think for CTF and Hardpoint, running a sniper is very selfish for the most part. You kind of just want to run like what is really going to help your team in the long run and block spawns and that kind of thing. So this is in the commentary. I knew this is a little bit long. Thanks for watching, guys. Here's my my last video. Make sure you push the link in the annotation box, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment below. Love to hear the comments. I always comment back. Peace out, guys. See ya.